Welcome to the Crazy Happy Podcast. Thanks for dropping in for your dose of crazy happiness and a quick hit of positivity. Welcome to episode 37. I'm your host, Tanya Vetter, TanyaVetter.com. Today's episode is being brought to you by Women Empowerment Training Institute, empowering women and youth through engagement and exposure. Check them out at theweedy.org. Hello, guys. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. I am excited. You know that I told you guys on the last episode that we are on this success principles journey this week. And let me tell you, this book could actually be a year worth of content. But anyways, for those of you who don't have time to read it, hopefully you guys have ordered it. If you need to grab it and you want to grab it conveniently, go to TanyaVetter.com, click on the Amazon link, and you can get his book. This is one you have to have physically in your presence. All right. So today's topic is go from nowhere to now here. Say what? Yes. Go from nowhere to now here. It's all about perception. And our quote comes from William James. He says, "The greatest revolution of our generation is the discovery that human beings, by changing the inner attitudes of their minds, can change the outer aspects of their lives." I'm going to say that again. He says, "The greatest revolution of our generation is the discovery that human beings, by changing the inner attitudes of their minds, can change the outer aspects of their lives." And let me tell you, this resonates with me. This is like the message or the one big thing that I discovered on this journey. And that is, we hear people say all the time, if you think it, you can be it. We've heard that. But when you really see the science that backs it up, it is just even more amazing and more powerful. Because I didn't realize that I really was a big part, if not the part, of the mess that I was creating. And there's one part in Success Principles where I think it's actually probably the first chapter where it says take 100% responsibility. And we have to take 100% responsibility for the perception that we have. I'm going to say that again. We have to take responsibility for the perception we have, which our perceptions create our reality, right? And for a long time, I did not know that I was creating the mess that was really coming to be like my reality. And he talked about one thing that was so pivotal to me. It said, drop out of that ain't it awful club and surround yourself with successful people. And why do I bring this up? Because some people, I would say a person that is cynical, they can see the word nowhere and complain about not getting anywhere, not being anywhere, not doing anything. But then you put an optimistic person and you give them the same letters that say nowhere, and I guarantee you they can find a way for it to say now here, right? Because it's all about our perception, right? And I'm going to go even a little further. Our perception also creates not only what we experience, but who we are around. Like if I have a perception that the world is horrible, the world is racist, the world is this, like if I have that as a thing that I'm holding true to and I'm focusing on, guess what kind of friends I'm going to attract? I'm going to attract people who are also focusing on that same piece of the puzzle. Not saying that it's not true and it doesn't exist. It's just that I'm not focusing on it. But if I'm focusing on it, I'm going to attract friends that believe and think and feel the same way. I love what Jim Rohn says. He says, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And that hit me like a box of bricks because it's true. So I'm going to ask you, if you had to make a list of 5 people you spend your time with the most, you talk to the most, you hang out with them the most, who are your 5 people? Because our surroundings are the result of our perception. So if you have friends who are negative Nancy's, ask yourself, what am I believing right now? Because I guarantee you, if you believe something different, and this is good because I have a story that goes with this. If you're believing something good, if you're believing something different, you and that negative Nancy are not going to enjoy each other's company. I'm going to say that again because we've heard people say misery loves company. I'm going to push back on that and say that misery loves miserable company. Misery does not want happy company around them, right? They want people who think and feel the way that they feel. So our surroundings are a result of our perceptions. So what are the results of your perceptions and beliefs? Think about that, because perception is everything, okay? A negative person will see the word nowhere, but a positive person will see now, here, right? We have been just culturally taught that we are human beings having spiritual experiences, and that is a limiting belief. I'm going to say that again. We've been culturally taught that we are human beings, we are physical beings having spiritual experiences. Well, that's a very limited perspective. I want to say that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. I'm going to say that again. We are spiritual beings, right? Created by the divine, having an human experience. Now, when you put yourself in that category, the perception has to be unlimited, right? Because we were created out of unlimitedness, right? We are created out of abundance, more than enough. But here's the thing. What is our perception of ourselves, right? Because that's what's going to end up being our reality. Like, until you see the truth of who you are, then the truth of who you are can't be lived or experienced. So I want to leave you with this today. Remember, whatever you say, you're going to be right about it, and it'll be what you experience. Okay, perception is everything. I hope this episode has served you well. It was a real rocker for me too, but you know what? Sometimes we just have to go there and get the truth out so that we can move on in love. You guys know what I say, be light, be loved, be you. Oh, but wait, if you don't have your Dumping Ground journal, why not? Don't know what it is? Check out episode number 6. You guys know what I say, be light, be loved, be you.